Good. Okay,
just gonna get-
awesome. So you guys have been reading informational texts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What have you been reading about recently, Frida? Is there one particular thing you've been reading about?
We've been reading about technology and just
Okay.
like how it can affect teenagers and stuff like
What have been your sources? What sources have you been reading from?
that. So we've been going on Newsella using their articles and just PDFs with
Got it.
information. Yeah.
Do you think all of the authors that you've been reading about have the same opinions about technology?
No.
No. What are the different, if you were to say, sometimes I like to think in my mind, what's the debate? And even though it seems obvious, I like to say it out loud. What are the two sides?
Well, one of them is against it really, and the other side, I don't know if I should say that they're with it, but with technology,
Okay.
they're like informing us, not being too biased about it.
Okay. So like one side is against tech and the other side is more for tech. Is that what you would say?
Yeah.
Even if and then there's like people along the middle, right? There's people like far on this end, and then people in the middle. Are there any other debates, Frida, when you're reading? Are there any other possible debates that aren't either that they're more specific or about something else?
No, not really. Just like about screen time.
Okay.
How many?
So tell me about screen time. What would be the debate?
Some groups think are against it, and they think that maybe they should have a less screen time. And they say that technology can ruin a kid's like concentration or grades, like school and stuff. And the other side really just says that sometimes technology can be helpful with that, and can help with academics, stuff like that.
Okay, so sorry, my chicken scratch. I'm just showing you because it's helpful for me to like to think when you talk. But do you see what we're doing? You're saying like against tech, for tech, but then you were more specific. You said against, or you said against, and then you said less screen time versus what would be more screen time. And then I love, Frida, that you went to it ruins grades or could we put improves grades?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I feel like I can teach you, Frida, is when you're reading, and I think you're already doing this, it's just being more specific with it. When you're reading, think about all of the debates. What are all of the possible debates that are coming up in the texts that you're reading? There's always going to be an obvious debate. Should we have technology? Should we not have technology? But there's also going to be all of these hidden debates throughout the entire text. It's true in nonfiction. It's actually also true in fiction. We're constantly reading and authors are having two different sides that they're trying to sway you one way or the other. So as you keep reading articles today, I'm wondering if you can find a place to keep track, maybe even just on a separate Google Doc, but keep track of all of the possible debates, literally like listing this to this. And you can find a way to track it however you want, Frida, but what I think is helpful is the reason why I drew an arrow, and it's kind of my quick little scribbling, but you understand, is because it doesn't mean I have to be all the way here or all the way here. I can read articles that are somewhere in the middle, or you personally can be somewhere in the middle. But you want to be the type of reader who always is saying, what are all the debates that exist in this text? And keep a list of all of those possible debates, and it's going to help you take more out of any information text that you read. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
I'll come back to you before I'm done today just to see where you've gotten started. So find a way to jot that down. It could be in your notebook or on a Google Doc, and I'll circle back.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to go back to the main room. So just stay in this room and work.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Okay.